Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria Association has urged President Bola Tinubu to extend the Naira-For-Crude deal between the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and local refineries, including Dangote Refinery. The group warns that the termination of the deal could lead to a sharp rise in fuel prices and worsen economic hardship for Nigerians. In a statement on Monday, Huriwa's national coordinator Emmanuel Onwubiko called on Tinubu to direct his economic team to renegotiate the deal to prevent further strain on struggling households and businesses. We make this public supplication and appeal because any altercation to this deal would mean excruciating hardships and the massive affliction of poverty on millions of the already suffering, struggling, and multi-dimensionally poor household. Well, that is so strong. The statement read, the Naira-For-Crude arrangement, reintroduced in October 2024 and expiring on March 31, 2025, allowed local refineries to receive crude from NNPCL with payments made in Naira. With the deal now ended, oil marketers have projected an increase in petrol pump prices if the deal is not renewed. Onwubiko cautioned that higher fuel costs could force small businesses reliant on petrol generators to shut down, leading to job losses and worsening poverty levels. Dangote also joined the queue. We know, you already know that he has decided to have his sale of crude in dollar instead of naira. The NPCL was actually working on the Naira-For-Crude situation until they moved to the queue of the dollar sale of petrol. And before now in Lagos, I don't know about the prices of petrol right now in Rivers State, but the price is about 970 naira on compared to the 850 naira it was that a few months ago, or about last month, if I'm not mistaken. So the Hike-Huriwa is coming to say the exact thing that you similar I will expect you to say, or I don't know if you have a contrary analysis on this, but I'd love to get your thoughts on this, please.
Huriwa is simply saying extend the Naira-For-Crude arrangement,
yes,
beyond 31st March, so that the price of petroleum products will still remain as it is. That when they revert back to dollar for crude, that is buying the crude and paying in dollars, that's going to affect the price of petroleum products. True. And it's it's a fact. The naira is very unstable. The naira for now is very unstable. You keep having a hike in price of the dollars every time there's increase. So they are saying let us maintain it so that they maintain the naira for crude. Let people, the Dangotes and the rest, buy the crude and pay in naira.
If we have to look at the Dangote refinery, a privatized refinery, do you see any issue of monopoly in that instance? If that's one of the reasons why the fuel prices are always depreciating and appreciating, increasing and decreasing, because we have the Dangote refinery, a private refinery, and the NNPCL, which is the federal refinery. Are we not supposed to have other refineries so there will be competitiveness in order to cut down the price of petrol? And why is that situation? I will still come back to this. I think I just wanted to get that clearly. Why has other individuals not been given the accessibility to engage in privatization of petrol?
I have not heard that there is an embargo preventing others into entering into that business. I've not heard. I've not read actually.
So why do you have an idea why most of the individuals have not decided to engage?
some revelations have it that it's not even only Dangote that, it's just that Dangote is the one being fronted. You know, there are other Nigerians whose funds are there. So this thing is capital intensive. It's not for boys. That business is not for boys. It's for men. So, and you see the unstable nature of Nigerian policies can impede the hunger for someone venturing into such business. Nigeria is a very funny country. You saw that a funny thing wanted to happen. Dangote started shouting, and we now know from when he blew it out that the sitting president owns a refinery in Malta. We never knew all these things before now, but they wanted to do something to him, so he has to reveal that secret. He now made us to understand that that is one of the reasons why they don't want to maintain, revamp the refineries we have. We have about, is it 3 or 4 refineries in Nigeria? And all of them are not main refineries. They are very large capacity refineries that can produce large quantity of petroleum products in a day. Bigger than the ones we have in Europe. But you see, Obasanjo said that they cannot fix that refinery because he understood the power play. The people who are importing these fuels are the ones controlling the mechanism of that refineries. So they know the extent of the damage that is there, the rot that is there, and they will keep on impeding on that to dissuade people, dissuade any government from fixing it, because they are benefiting from the importation of these refined products. That is where they are making their fortune.
Do you think that was what Dangote saw, that there was a time he cried out that he's almost having a regret for deciding to embark on this?
Yes.
Do you think that's also one of the reasons why he decided to sell the petrol in dollar and no longer in naira?
Well, you see, Nigeria is a capitalist state. We operate capitalism. And what that means is you are at liberty to, your business is not regulated. You buy, you sell as you buy. Okay? The federal government will not come to tell you or impose regulations on how you sell your product. Everybody, 2 of us can have the same product and sell at different prices. Unlike that's why they call it a free market economy. Yes. Okay. So unlike the controlled economy, where government will regulate how much individuals will buy products and how much those individuals will sell them. Yeah. But in a free market economy, you sell as you buy. Nobody regulates you. So if he finds out that he is not, that if you sell crude to him in dollars, he will also sell the product in dollars. You can't buy in naira and go and sell in dollars, no. Okay. If you buy in dollars, you sell in dollars. You can't buy in dollars and sell in naira, or you will run at a loss. So he's not running a charity organization. He's not running a non-governmental organization. He's not running a faith-based organization. What he's running is a business, an enterprise, to where he makes profit. So, as a businessman, you run it in a way that you will profit and benefit.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you on that. These issues that Huriwa mentioned, the issues that Nigerians are grappling with, the whole inflation, prices of goods and services, business is not going to thrive because of the cuts on the Naira-For-Crude. The president, we all know that he is aware of the economic situation of the country. We all know he's seeing it, he's hearing the cry, even the ranting that's been on social media and all of that. He sees all of that. Do you think he would want to listen and extend this, or possibly let it not be something that has a deadline? It has to be in a fixed situation that the Naira-For-Crude will just be there to stay. Do you think he would listen to this call from Huriwa?
Well, I don't know. I am not. He has his advisors.
Considering what everything Nigerians have been
yes, I'm coming to that. Okay. That's why I say he has his advisors.
Okay.
And sometimes you know that the intent of your heart, nobody knows it. Good. And your motive is only known to you. So if they are truthful, if they have the masses at heart, if they really meant business, that they want the economy to thrive, and if it is a fact that Naira-For-Crude will maintain the stability of the petroleum product, if it does otherwise, by not, you know, acceding to the cry of the masses to allow it to remain.
Or reduce.
No. I mean, allow the Naira-For-Crude
okay, to remain. Okay.
That is extending the period of this Naira-For-Crude.
Okay.
It means that all they are telling us will be seen as lies and deceit. Based on what the analysis I've given to you, that if Naira-For-Crude will maintain the price or even reduce the price of these refined petroleum products, which will indirectly or directly, in fact directly, affect the economy. You know that in Nigeria, the price of petroleum products determines a lot of the price of other goods and services, especially transportation, manufacturing. Those who are, you know, into manufacturing and construction companies and all the rest, transportation and every aspect of the economy depends on petroleum to run their power. Because, of course, you know, apart from this March that I didn't hear that the grid line collapsed. I say, to God be the glory. May he not collapse in... even at that, it didn't collapse. I'm not having adequate power where I live. So, Nigeria depends solely, 90% on petroleum products to run their businesses. And that is why some businesses that left or folded, some of them, they said that they are not meeting up. The overhead expenses, overhead costs of, you know, powering their company takes every profit they make. So some of them folded, or some of them went back to their country of origin. So those businesses, we lost them. A lot of them, some in the pharmaceutical industry, some in the food, confectionery industries, and all the rest. So the president, who is our father, the father of the country, the father of everyone in Nigeria, should listen to his children and do the needful.
Thank you so much.